What's up, everybody? Welcome into Group Chat Sports. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for the latest in transfer portal, recruiting, and much more. Today, we're talking about a program that's shown us a bunch of love here on the channel. Appreciate the Ohio State fans who have tuned in to us. And man, I'm really excited about this pickup for them today. Beau Atkinson, coming over from North Carolina, 6'6", 260 pass rusher, who's been a productive player the last couple of years. And then I'm going to pull up some of his tape here as well. But I think he should fit in beautifully up there in Columbus.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm in the Beachwold Nature Preserve there in Columbus. So this is something that Beau can enjoy. 6'6", 260 pounds from North Carolina, 11 sacks in the past 2 seasons. Had 7.5 sacks last year for North Carolina. Visited Ohio State April 21st. Ended up making the commitment. Chose Ohio State over Georgia. So there were some big time schools after Beau. I remember watching him in high school in Raleigh, North Carolina. He was always a high motor guy, kind of a late riser. Ended up being, I believe.
Hold on. Before people get on you for the pronunciation, Raleigh.
So I saw him, remember when he was in Raleigh. He was a late riser, got to low 4-star status, I believe. But always with him, it was about the profile and about the motor. 6'6", 260, like we mentioned. This guy plays hard. Not a physical freak by any means, but he plays hard and he can get to the quarterback, as you saw 7.5 sacks last year. You look at Ohio State. You lose Jack Sawyer and JTT. You bring in Logan George from Idaho State. You got 2 guys from the class of 2022 who have been developing and working, Caden Curry and Kenyatta Jackson. Caden Curry, probably more of your high motor guy, your effort player. Kenyatta Jackson, just sort of your central casting defensive end. Both guys, this is their time to go, but you don't want to rely on them. You lost a lot of production with Sawyer and JTT, so you want to make sure you make it up some way or another. Atkinson gives you size, gives you motor, gives you proven production. He told Bucknuts, the Ohio State site, that Ohio State's had some very good defensive ends. Larry Johnson, defensive line coach, has had a lot of success. Also, the culture up there. I'm a big Christian guy, and I've heard a lot about what they've been doing up there. So cultural and on-field factors, but I think really you lose Jack Sawyer. It's easy to compare the two because they're kind of the same size, both white guys. But I would say the motor's similar. I would give Sawyer the athletic edge, probably more NFL potential. But I think Atkinson can do some of those same things. You see him chasing there from the weak side. He can give you some of the same things from an effort standpoint, from a length standpoint that you had from Jack Sawyer.
Well, and look, you have obviously you have Matt Patricia coming in as defensive coordinator. We see what he's done over the years with guys who can kind of you can move them around as pass rushers, right? And not always with the most physical tools. Now, I want to say, although Atkinson is not the twitchiest guy, I do see some nice bend off the edge there.
No question. No, he has talent, man. He's not just an overachiever, but I do think that the effort is a big part of the profile. And what's interesting to me, to be honest with you, is the fact that he left UNC. UNC is paying money, right? But they have a new defense with the Belichicks. Let's call it the Belichick family, right? Because you got the 2 sons and Bill with a big hand in the defense. So you leave a defense that's very similar to what Patricia runs, because Patricia is from that same tree, not a relative, but he is obviously from that coaching tree. So the decision to leave was strange, but Atkinson obviously, I think, wanted either to play at a higher level of football, Big Ten, SEC, his other schools, Georgia, maybe it was financial, but he decides to jump in the portal. He's a lacrosse player too. Atkinson was a very big lacrosse prospect in high school. I'm surprised that didn't endear himself to Belichick, but ultimately, he thought that whatever scheme the Tar Heels were running didn't fit as well as that 4-2-5 that he had before.
Pretty interesting graphic here from Teamworks, who they say we're partnering with On3 to give a peek behind the curtain at what different programs receive with the Teamworks intelligence. So it's kind of like they're like some sort of analytics system. But they say our first player evaluation is of UNC edge Beau Atkinson, who flashes real upside as a pass rusher, but it could improve his burst off the line of scrimmage, as we just said. But you see here how he ranks, pass rush 93rd percentile, acceleration 80th, the burst though 43rd, which is what you see there.
Yeah, change the direction a little lower, which is to be expected. I mean, this is a 6'6", 265-pound athlete, so it's, expect him to be like one of these like 6'1" firecrackers off the edge. So you know what you're getting with him. He's got proven production with 11 sacks the past couple of years, 7.5 last year. So I think if you're Ohio State, you're competing to win right away. This player chose between Ohio State and Georgia, two teams that need to replace a lot on the edge, and he had options. Chose Ohio State. Big win for Larry Johnson, big win for Ryan Day, and somebody that I think just from a size and effort standpoint is going to remind people of Sawyer.
Without a doubt, Ohio State fans, keep it locked here on Group Chat Sports. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Should be a big summer here of recruiting news for you guys already with one of the top classes in the country. So we will have you covered. Thank you all for watching today.